Let me tell you a secret. I can buy almost anything I want. Cars, houses, watches, even islands. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Money doesn't protect you from making stupid decisions. I wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars on things that gave me nothing but regret. And if you're smart, you can avoid these mistakes before they eat up your wallet. I used to pay $500 for a bottle of champagne in a nightclub. Why? Because it came with sparklers and a waiter dancing around like it was the end of the world. You know what happens the next morning? You wake up with a headache and a receipt that screams, "Congratulations, you just burned your money." That same bottle costs $40 at the store. Never again. One day, my accountant showed me I had 7 different streaming subscriptions, 3 fitness apps, and 2 online magazines. Guess how many I actually used? 1. The rest were quietly sucking my money every single month. It's like having tiny little leaks in your wallet. Close them before you sink. I once bought a gold-plated smartphone. Looked amazing. Guess what? It made phone calls and sent texts exactly like a normal one. The only difference was the embarrassment I felt when I realized I had paid 10 times more just to impress people who didn't even care. Here's a confession. When I was stressed, I used to stop at drive-thrus every day. It didn't feel like much. $10 here, $15 there. But when I checked the numbers, I realized I was spending over $5,000 a year on junk food. And guess what? I had to pay my personal trainer twice as much to undo the damage. The lottery is a tax on people who don't understand math. I spent thousands thinking, what if I win? But the truth is, you have a better chance of being struck by lightning twice in the same day than hitting that jackpot. I don't gamble anymore, I invest. At one point, I was buying exotic powders, miracle teas, and superfoods with names I couldn't even pronounce. The promise? This will change your life. Did it? No. It only changed my bank balance. Real health doesn't come from overpriced powders. It comes from discipline, simple food, and consistency. I once spent $200,000 on a sports car. The salesman told me I'd feel like a king. Guess what? In the city traffic, I was stuck between an old Toyota and a rusty minivan. Nobody cared. The car was screaming for the highway, but I was crawling at 10 miles per hour. Big money for zero freedom. My closet used to look like a boutique. Rows of designer suits, shoes, ties, most of them never touched. Do you know the irony? I always wore the same 20%. The rest was just expensive decoration. Minimalism isn't just a trend, it's financial intelligence. I bought a professional drone thinking I'd film cinematic videos. Guess how many times I used it? Twice. Then it collected dust on the shelf. The same with VR headsets and other adult toys. They look exciting, but excitement dies fast. Investment is forever. Toys are temporary. I once bought a smart scale, a fitness watch, and even a smart skipping rope. Did they make me fitter? No, because gadgets don't build muscles. Discipline does. Buying equipment doesn't replace the work, and the most expensive tool is useless if it sits in a drawer. I had a phase where I redesigned my house every 6 months. New furniture, new wallpapers, new decorations. It felt exciting. For a week. Then it became just another room I barely noticed. True comfort doesn't come from marble tables or golden faucets. It comes from peace of mind. One of the dumbest things I ever did was buying a luxury car on credit. Think about it. I was literally paying interest to impress strangers on the street. That's not success. That's slavery with leather seats. Bad day, I bought shoes. Great day, I bought a watch. Lonely day, I bought another useless gadget. Shopping is the worst therapist. It takes your money and leaves you empty. Now, when emotions hit, I don't shop. I walk. I meditate. I invest. A man once promised to double my money in 3 months. I trusted him. Do you know what happened? He disappeared, and so did my money. Every easy money scheme I tried ended the same way. I lost. Wealth isn't built in a month. It's built in years of smart, boring, consistent work. This is the biggest waste of all. I once bought things only to hear people say, "Wow, you're successful." But here's the truth. Those people didn't pay my bills, and their approval didn't make me richer. The day I stopped buying for others and started investing for myself, that was the day I truly became wealthy. So remember this, money is not endless. Even if you're rich, you can still waste it all on stupid things. But if you learn to avoid these 15 traps, you'll keep your wealth and maybe even build more. Don't be a slave to spending. Be a master of money.